Welcome back, Flare community, pioneers, members, and just general family members. How are you guys doing today? We've got Mark in the house, we've got Anna, we've got Valiant Energy, Mr. Moon Chicken, the legend, D-Boost28, Mohammed joining us for the first time. Who else do we have? Wow, it's busy today. J-Kill XRP, we've got Death Ranger, absolute legend. JK, not first in the stream, which makes a change. George O.D. Jungle in the house, David, Susie, Doc Bob D, and F. Worth 2. So, yeah, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all well. Great start to the week on Monday, and I do have some really good news for you guys coming up soon. But first, as always, we're going to continue in true Flare community fashion, and we're going to do the airdrop for the members. So, we're obviously hovering around here on the 57.9 thousand subscribers, which warrants a 57.9 XRP airdrop in the Discord. And if you're not already in the Discord, I would highly recommend you do so. I'm going to drop that there for you guys, confirm. And as always, I'm going to pin this to the top. So if you are watching this at a later date, all you have to do is click the pinned message and you see all the airdrops there. So I'm going to start things off as usual. Quick look at the time series oracle list over here on Flare Metrics. It's a great list for you guys to get a general vague idea of how the signal providers are performing. Top of the charts, FTSOIT, a usual suspect. We've got Alpha Oracle, AFTSO in third, Use Your Spark in fourth, and Witter FTSO in fifth. Use Your Spark, I don't normally see them this high in the table, but it looks like they're making a valiant effort in the comeback, currently earning at a rate at 0.2% for the Epoch, and it's just started. It's only Monday. So, oh yes, Death Ranger, so close to 60,000. That is true, and you guys know what happens at 60,000. I'm going to be listing the next NFT and airdropping it to all the holders of the 50,000. And I may actually reveal it at 59,000. We'll see how that goes. So, first and foremost, I hope everyone's doing well on Flare Finance. And yes, the true value is really yet to be unleashed. We've only seen 3 of the protocols: FlareX, Flare Farm, and Flare Loans. One of the ones that I'm really excited about is Flare Wrap, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit more detail in a short moment's time. But speaking of Flare Finance, some of you may have already been aware of this new segment that I'm doing with the channel, Flare Finance Fridays. And basically, it's a portfolio which I've funded myself with 10,000 Canary dollars, and it's going to be driven by the community. Now, if we go back over to the Flare community Discord over here, we can see on the polls, that there is this Flare Finance Friday poll, and it's basically your opportunity to help direct the portfolio, help make the decisions. Now, I am going to have some vague options to give me some sort of flexibility. For example, we have 66% of the Canary dollars available, and in this poll, or the next week, we're just going to be playing with 33%. And basically, you guys can just select one of the emojis below, and yeah, we'll execute whatever you guys decide to do. We're just seeing this no here, that cracks me up. We have a joker. Who was that? Yeah. Vlad, I'd just like to say congratulations to you as well for getting in on the Sparkles beta platform. I'm going to be talking about that in a little bit soon. So yeah, that's the basic premise of the Flare Finance Fridays, and something that I would love to tell you guys, and I'm extremely grateful, is I actually was approached by the Flare Finance team, and they was, I guess, inspired by the project and the concept, and basically they offered to donate to the portfolio. So with that being said, they actually donated. They basically matched my initial input of 10,000 Canary dollars, but in the form of XFi here. So instead of making the decisions every Friday, which we would normally do, I thought I would chuck this into the pool straight away just to start earning some of that SFIN. So that's really the big news that I wanted to share with you guys today, or the big surprise at least. Very generous for the Flare Finance team for supporting me in that way and donating such a large amount. So we've got double the prize, double the amount to play with, and yeah, we're going to see how far we can build this portfolio. As you can see already, we've got a fair bit of SFIN to claim. So we're going to catch up with this on Friday, every Friday, just going to be a tradition. So moving on, I just wanted to bring this to people's attention, basically just a recap, because I know some of the guys here may be fairly new or maybe not familiar with the epoch cycle, so I just want to reiterate this. So the epoch, or an epoch, is just another word for a period of time, and this particular epoch on Songbird lasts 1 week. It starts on Saturday, it ends on Saturday, and the process just repeats. Now from Saturday at 8:41 UTC, that's AM, until Thursday, that's 2:41 PM UTC, this is your opportunity to really change your delegations or do anything that you want to do with your Songbird. Once it's locked in, you're going to continue to receive rewards for the full epoch, for the full week. And regardless if you sell it straight when the epoch starts here, you'll still earn rewards. Now, this latter half here, between Thursday 2:41 PM and Saturday 8:40 AM UTC time, this is where a random block is chosen to lock in your delegation. So depending on what you do with it here, it may or may not get locked in. The thing is, as well, that's important to note, is that we do not know when this random block occurs. It's actually chosen at the very end of the epoch, or the very start of the epoch. It's chosen retroactively, and it's a random block. So if you want to be sure that your delegation gets locked in, just make sure that you're delegated in the position that you want before this random zone starts. So again, this is a new announcement, basically talking about the Sparkles beta launch, right? And I hope that you guys are as excited as I am. You know, it's a new NFT marketplace, but I don't know. My interpretation of a marketplace is it's something where you can actually bid on. Now, we know that Best FTSO was the first person to, or the first entity to allow trading of assets in a trustless manner, and I really want to see something a little bit more from Sparkles, and hopefully that they can bring some sort of new functionality to the space. They're going to be launching with a few different collections. You can see the Bazooka Chicks there. I saw the Punks, and also the Sparkles Genesis collection too. So that's always interesting, and there are going to be some independent artists too. As I mentioned earlier, there was Vlad who's actually managed to get in on there, so be sure to check out some of his work. I've actually seen some of it before. It's very good indeed. So an NFT marketplace that you may not have heard about, which is coming to Songbird, is NFTSO. So that's always one to look out for. NFTSO _ on Twitter. And finally, we had this news from Baby Songbirds, and they released a collection. You can see some of the images here in the background, and they've also launched an NFT marketplace. Everyone's claiming to have the first NFT marketplace, but you know, we can see here it's a very similar concept, where basically you can just buy and sell the NFTs at particular prices. But as I said, what I really want to see is the ability to bid, for me as a user to say, I would like to pay X amount for this NFT, and then the seller could accept or reject the offer. That's what I'm really looking for, and that's what I would really consider a fully fledged marketplace. On Best FTSO, there was the introduction of the shuffle packs and the actual minting of a generator NFT. And I think this is going to be a real game changer. The ability to shuffle your NFTs like this and get different traits and know what you're actually getting with these one-of-one collections before you actually get it. So that's always interesting as well, and I'm really looking forward to this collection personally. I saw, who was that in the comments? Yes, Sparkle, yes. So Death Ranger, I agree, being able to mint your own NFTs, I think that's going to be a really big thing, and that's something that I'm really looking forward to, because currently it's lacking. It doesn't really have this freedom where people can actually join in and participate with their own artwork without being approved beforehand. Doc Bob D, is the generator live yet? You can actually get hold of the generator, just a process of burning it, but you can't actually create the individual apes yet. But that's coming very soon. In other news, we have the Trustline announcement here. Probity aims to be the simplest, most transparent liquidity fund in the world. The user guide for the cost and testnet network is now available. Now, I'm really excited about this, but I do have some bad news for those who are living in the US. I was quickly reading this article earlier today, and there is this unfortunate news. Please be aware that if you live in the US, you must be an accredited investor to use Probity. Now, I am far from the accredited investor status, so I'm not sure if this applies to me too. But it does say that if you do live in the US, so maybe I'll be exempt, and I hopefully be able to create some video and show you guys the interface who may not have access to it. So exciting, but also disappointing as well for those, and I guess the majority of people who are watching who may not have this status. So it is what it is. Something else that I wanted to talk about finally is this thread which I created today, and I didn't want to go into too much detail on this and read it verbatim, but I basically just wanted to highlight this idea that, you know, the Songbird Network, it's really yet to spread its wings, so to speak. Pardon the pun, but you know, I think what we're really going to see is the true potential be unlocked once the F asset and stake connector become active, and that's due in Q1. At least the stake connector is anyway. Now, something else that I wanted to basically highlight is the fact that once the stake connector and F asset systems come along, it's going to enable this aggregation of liquidity from all of these multiple chains: XRP, Litecoin, Dogecoin, XLM, and Algorand. And I think it's going to be something incredible to see, because, you know, at the minute we can see the total locked value, the TLV of Songbird. In fact, I have it up here. It's actually just saw this recent spike, and it's sitting at 121 million, and that actually puts a Songbird in the top 37 or 30 pardon me, or 38 networks. And if we can have a look at this now. So if we click on chains over here on the left, Ethereum topping the charts, that's no surprise. Terra, Binance Chain, and some of the big names as well. But if we get down here to Songbird, which is barely 20 weeks old, it's actually less. And you know, if you compare that to some of the other networks, Algorand, EOS, OneChain, Stellar, all of these other ones, which it's already surpassed, I think the future is very bright for Songbird indeed. And something that I wanted to really highlight is that this is just going to be accelerated with the addition of protocols from Flare Finance like Flare Wrap, which is going to allow, say, USDT and other assets to be brought onto the network and locked up as liquidity to either, you know, create a loan, a collateralized loan in the form of Songbird, or even stake in the pools. And I did actually get word that Flare Wrap is actually going to be happening in a couple of weeks. 3 to 4 weeks was the estimate. And yeah, just take that with a pinch of salt because it is only an estimate. But basically, Flare Finance are actually waiting on their custodian to finalize some of the details. And that's the best estimate that I have for you guys at the minute. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I think we have a lot to look forward to. And this chart basically says it all. You know, the price may be pretty stagnant at the minute, but you can see by this that the utilization of the network is definitely increasing, and I'm going to be very interested to see how this develops over time. Now, we're going to end, as always, with a little puzzle, and this time it is a crossword. So if you're not already on the Discord, the Flare Finance Discord, you can find a link in the description. And yeah, to be able to see this particular room, you have to be a member. And if you can't see it and you are a member, it might be because you are yet to connect your YouTube account to Discord. So with that being said, let's paste the let's paste it here. Now, I know Gadget won last time. He's won a few times, and I think you guys need to step up your game, and we'll get some fresh winners in there. Bryantelope, I suck at crosswords. Hey, there's no harm in trying. Now, something else that I did want to talk about just briefly while this is actually going on is that we do have a huge crossword coming, and there's been a couple of absolute legends within the Flare community who approached me and wanted to create something really special, and we're going to do this really huge, basically a giveaway, and it's going to be based on the first person to complete a crossword. Sorry, a word search, similar to what we're doing right now. And yeah, there's going to be more details on that very soon. I'm going to create a very long and detailed post on what you actually need to do and what's involved. But the set date at the minute is a week on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. Now, with that being said, if you guys are not yet subscribed, I don't know why the hell you wouldn't be, please feel free to do so. I'm going to wrap it up here, but as always, every Monday, we always join the chat, the members stage here in the Discord. So if you do want to have a little chat, a little chinwag, and talk about some of the topics discussed in today's video, or just general topics within the week, please feel free to come along. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you there. If not, I will catch you next time. So until then, I'm out.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.